not. Right, middle of the plate.
I was thinking along with you, right, as we were looking at that image there. Everything to the edges. It's where you want to live to this guy as well. Mookie Betts, 2 for 6 here yesterday with a homer and 2 driven in. Fastball in there to even the count. Doug Eddings with the balls and strikes today. Trainer Malinsky and Morales from first to third.
Have we ever seen Willie?
Ball gets by Curtis Mead over there at first base. Tucker going to try and advance, and he'll get there easily as Mead airmails one. So an easy 90 feet there for the Dodgers, and Tucker into scoring position.
Well, perfect opportunity right here, and just completely zooed. Handcuffed him. That wasn't ideal.
Not what you want. Fastball in there to make it 1-2 to Betts. So tack on another error for this Nationals team. They've been working really hard before every game, Franny. Blake Butera talking about how yesterday guys were here at 9 o'clock in the morning for early work.
Oh, we knew it too. We saw it. They played great. Honestly, like, you take away, the obvious pitches middle of the plate that we saw, right? You can't control that. But the way they ran the bases, the way they played defense, the way they made plays, they went to the extra base on the base running side. Control what you can control. They were phenomenal yesterday, but they got to make that consistent.
That's able to check his swing and sends the count to 3-2.
Yeah, no, he didn't go. That's a great call by Willie Trainer. Like praising everybody.
You're a nice guy.
Thanks.
Big 3-2 pitch here from Irvin. Taken for ball 4. As yet again, Betts able to check. And there's 2 on with 1 out.
Well, let's check out that Nationals defense behind Jake Irvin today. With Dalen Lyle, he's in left field. Jacob Young in center, and James Wood, he's out in right. Pestarm out in right field. House, Abrams left side. Jordan Vivas and Curtis Mead on the right. Drew Millis behind the plate.
Some red line pitches early in this outing for Jake Irvin, who faces Freddie Freeman with 2 on and 1 out. And Freeman hits one well out to right center, giving chase is Wood. He'll have to play it off the scoreboard. 2 runs are going to score for the Dodgers, and Freddie Freeman does it to the Nationals yet again. A Nats killer in his career. Doesn't matter what uni he's wearing. From the Braves to the Dodgers, Freeman does damage again. It's 2-0.
Well, there's the cutter, middle of the plate, 106 off the bat, and you got to bury it in. Too good of a hitter. He doesn't try to do too much with it, right? It's a nice, perfect line drive stroke.
Freddie Freeman now 1 RBI shy of 100 career against these Washington Nationals. Coming into the game batting .316 with a .917 OPS against them. 28 homers.
How many games?
195 starts.
See, he's cheating.
Now 196.
He's well over a season, full season, so.
Yeah.
I guess that's good.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong line there. I was looking at walks. 128 RBI.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, hey, that's okay. That makes more sense.
The OPS north of 900. I mean, that's what you expect out of Freddie Freeman, I suppose.
But you got to think a lot of those numbers were done against the insane pitching that the Nats had for so long.
That's true. Blue out to center off the bat of Will Smith, and the Dodgers keep on putting the pressure on. They're at the corners now with 1 out as Smith picks up his 2nd hit of the series.
Well, just stick the bat out there. Hope you get the full extension right there. It was a cutter off the plate.
bring up Max Muncy. Curveball misses, ball one. Lands this time to even the count 1-1. Granny, we talked about it yesterday. The Dodgers offense hadn't been clicking through their first week of the season. You knew it was going to happen eventually. You hoped it happened after they left D.C. But they've now put up 15 runs through the first 9+ innings of this series as Muncy fouls one back. Just too good a team, too much in terms of career accomplishments that you know it's going to come back around for Dave Roberts.
Well, it just, the back of the baseball card isn't for everybody. Like, I feel like we use that way too much, but when you look at the Hall of Famers, the star players, the MVPs they have, it's 10+ years for so many guys that you're like, yeah, I got it. Right?
Yeah.
There's no panic. As long as there's no injury, you're trying to, work through. But we talked about it yesterday. They just don't allow you to catch your breath, especially early in the game if they get going. Now, teams that have, got ahead of them yesterday, Nats, it's just hard to consistently make your pitch.
Top four in their lineup came into yesterday with 2 home runs combined on the season. They hit 4 collectively yesterday alone. Irvin home with another 2-2, and it's past Muncy with the cutter. Big strikeout there for Jake Irvin to make it 2 out in the first.
Well, nice spot right here, up and away. Good spot. You see where Max Muncy barrel goes underneath it. Perfect spot. Executed. Now you got to do it again.
After facing Ohtani and Tucker and Betts and Freeman and Smith and Muncy, now you get the hottest hitter in the Dodgers lineup, batting in the 7th spot, Andy Pages. Take strike one. Pages batting .480 on the young season, OPS of .1260. And yesterday 3 for 4 with a homer and 2 driven in. Oh, and 2.
It's weird too because they have these moments where they're so hyper aggressive as a team, and then they just back it off, shut it down, and then it makes you guess. For Drew Millis, Jake Irvin, what are we trying to see? What are we seeing here?
Got him. Stayed with the heater, and Jake Irvin gets back-to-back strikeouts to get him out of the first. The Dodgers get 2, but Irvin limits the damage.
Mission control.
awesome shot here as we watch James Wood as he strolls to the batter's box. See if the Nationals can jump on Tyler Glass now and battle back as they trail early. Here's the Nats 9. Wood, Garcia, and House the top three today with Dalen Lyle, who has a hit in every game this season in the cleanup spot. I'm distracted. Wow, what a view. Drew Millis will bat 8th ahead of Jacob Young in the 9th spot. This drone camera is unbelievable. Tyler Glass now given 2 early runs of support. And now 0-2 on Wood. Glass now 32 years of age from California, a 5th rounder of the Pirates back in 2011.
Yeah, 18 starts last year. We were looking at this today. Most he's made in a season was 2 years ago with 22.
Yeah.
190 at podium batting average against. I mean, it's... They're going to challenge that one. This is the one. This is the if you can master this curveball right here.
Top of the zone?
Yeah. Because this is a strike. Yeah.
So on 3 pitches, as that's our ABS powered by T-Mobile. Will Smith earns his pitcher a strikeout. James Wood down on strikes to start off the bottom of the first.
And Tyler Glasnow's got such a great hook. It is huge. Like you talk about guys 6'8". The extension's way out there, and that pops. And so if it catches at the front.
Garcia grounds one past Freeman and down the line. Extra bases for Louis. And into scoring position with 1 down. Louis now 3 for 6 in this series with a pair of doubles.
Well, nice job right here. Top of the zone, try to repeat it. Louis, good eyeballing from the side because you got a good idea. Rolls it right past Freddie Freeman for extra bases. I was just saying, like, if they caught it at the front of the plate, ABS on that, it would have been a ball.
Yeah.
But middle part of the plate, that's a strike.
An RBI opportunity for Brady House, who, yes, this is true, walked twice yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Bit of a sword there, 0-2. So Brady now has 4 walks in 30 plate appearances so far this season. Last year he walked 8 times in 274 plate appearances as a major leaguer. It's already halfway there. Lines this one up the middle. Louis will freeze as it travels out to Andy Pajas for the second out.
Let's check out the StatCast here for Tyler Glasnow. Again, he has 100 percentile in extension. 7-6. That's right. He's like leaving it right there at home plate. 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and the sinker. Effective velocity. You look at 95 from him, average. 95.5. Plays up to 98. 98.1.
Oh, and 1 to Dale and Lyle.
You just don't have a lot of time to react.
And then you got that great hammer of a curveball to go with it. Lyle lines one on the ground out to short. Positioned perfectly is Betts. And that'll do it for the Nats in the first.
Here you leave to
trailing Dodgers as we go to the second. Dale Lyle grounded out to short to end the top half of the first inning. It didn't look like Mookie Betts out there. I said Betts because he was the starting shortstop. But here he was scoring in the top of the first, and something apparently not right because he was immediately replaced. And Miguel Rojas is now the shortstop for the Dodgers, batting in the number 3 spot. They just now announced it over the PA speaker about 10 seconds ago. So Dave Roberts having to take his star shortstop and number 3 hitter out of the game after just the top of the first inning as Freeland singles to right. Branny, did you notice anything there in that video of Mookie scoring?
Nope.
Looked pretty normal to me.
Yep.
Regardless, the Nats leave a man in scoring position in the first, and now the Dodgers right back on the attack with the Freeland leadoff single. There's Alex Call.
He's a gamer. I don't know how he's doing it.
Parts of 4 seasons for Alex with the Nationals. .243 the batting average in his stretch as a Nat. .714 OPS. After traded over to LA at the deadline last year, got 38 regular season games with them, and in the playoffs, 7 games, reached base 7 times in 14 plate appearances.
That works.
Fouls it back 0-2.
I'm feeling Jake understands and knows what he wants to do with Alex. Understands that he's going to work a great at bat over and over. You get to 0-2, it's like, all right, buckle up time. Grinds it out, fouls balls off.
Shadows starting to creep onto the infield now. Long hold from Irvin ahead of an 0-2, which is grounded out to short. Abrams will get the out at first, and advancing to second with 1 down is Freeland.
Don't mind it right here from CJ, because off the bat, he was right away there. Alex Freeland, he can run a little bit. He came up, attacked that. Good vantage point right here from wire cam. Play through it. He could have gone there, but it would have been a rush. All right.
Right lower back pain for Mookie Betts is the announced injury. Lined over to short and past Bibas. Freeland will be held at third as Wood gets it in quickly. And again, the Dodgers with men in scoring position.
Great pitch, too. If we slow this up right where Shohei makes contact, watch where it's at. It is off the plate, way off the plate. That's white line in. Got jammed, hit at 95.
Must be nice.
No, I mean, it's like there's certain things that people just do. You're like, it's just not fair. Look at that. I think that the wire cam, we have vantage points every once in a while for cameras that give you the shadows. Gives you the drastic look from that view right there.
Another great crowd here in game 2. Irvin ahead of Kyle Tucker, 0-1. Misses in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Going into yesterday, the Dodgers had just 34 plate appearances with a man in scoring position in their first 6 games. Tied for the fewest total in Major League Baseball.
Did they have 34 yesterday?
Felt like it. And they're forcing Jake Irvin to work here early in this game today.
That's why I feel like it's so different when you go up against them, because they do have this, like, they're hyper aggressive at times or not, grind you out. They pick and choose their spots, and they just end up having great ABs to try to get you out so quickly. Just having quality hitter after quality hitter.
ball spins down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's Rojas, the beloved veteran infielder. Three and two now.
Probably one of the greatest home runs I've ever seen live in the World Series, especially after pitch number 1 he was flailing. He had no chance at it. Grinding out in that B, get the 3-2. The place went silent.
Look at this shot from our drone camera. Looking down on Kyle Tucker as he awaits a 3-2, and it misses high. Base is loaded now for the Dodgers here in the second.
Yeah, I think at some point Simon Matthews comes out, has a conversation. Sure, they've already talked about Miguel Rojas, but it'd be a good time to calm the waters. There it is.
Irvin's retired 4 batters. He's already thrown 40 pitches. You see the sweat increasing on his cap.
Again, they have not had the opportunity for it to allow the seasonal change, right? From bitter cold in Chicago, somewhat nice and pleasant in Philly for a while, like a day or two, to just perfection. But it's hot. It's hot. That's perfect too.
Rojas gets his first at bat of the game and pulls the bat back to take ball 1.
Oh, bases loaded. Try to bunt for a hit.
Good start to the season for Miggy, who's 4 for 11. He said that this is his last season before he's going to retire. We'll see. Misses 2-0.
He's been getting into coaching for sure.
He's fallen in love with this Dodgers organization, as so many guys have over there. Jake Irvin looking for a ground ball from Rojas. Instead gets a swing through on a 2-0. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a guy that you can double up. And you see Freddie Freeman waiting on deck. Rojas going to elevate one out to center. Jacob Young plenty of time to get back. But this will score another Dodgers run and allow 2 base runners to move up. So Freeland in to score. Ohtani moves to third, and there's 2 down.
I mean, just a perfect pitch right here to get rollover with Miguel Rojas. And he does a phenomenal job to stay low and get underneath it and just lift it. That was a double play ball waiting to happen, just where it was located. I think Doc was saying, thanks for being ready.
Now Freeman. This one's driven to right center. Back it goes, off the board. 2 more Dodgers going to come in to score. It is 5-0 LA here in the second.
He's seen all of 2 pitches.
And has 4 RBI.
Trying to go back to that cutter, and it's just another missed. Trying to go in, backs up just enough into that zone, like you just want it off the plate in. You could see Drew's like kind of body language. They had the right idea, you just wanted to cut just a little bit more.
In the air left side. Brady House up against the barrier, and he makes the play. So that'll get Jake Irvin out of the second, but the Dodgers add on 3 more and have an early 5-0 advantage. Today's a special day for this Nationals organization. They turned 21 years old. So they brought us this sick cake. There weren't any utensils, so we had to eat it somehow. Franny and I went in head first.
Yeah, you know, we did. And it is incredible.
It's good cake. Cake is like pizza, though. I don't know that any pizza is bad pizza or that cake.
You gotta eat. But if we pause it right there real quick, can we pause it? You see the top right there above the beers? Yeah, that was Dan Kogo trying to eat into there.
I was told the whole thing was cake.
Got him. Not. Got him. It was styrofoam the whole time.
Tasty.
You tried. And I was hoping that you got some of that styrofoam. You didn't. It's all right.
The icing was good, though.
Tasty.
Uphill climb for the Nationals again today. They trailed 5-0 in the second, and C.J. Abrams will go down on strikes with Smith throwing down to retire him. They brought some more cake up. It's good.
Yeah, but the drone is there. It's even cooler.
Cake is good. Drone is better. Happy 21st birthday, Washington Nationals.
There's only one other way to celebrate it.
Well, before the first pitch today, they did have a first sip. They had a fan who's turning 21.
Yeah, it was great. I love it.
Take a first sip to celebrate her birthday and the Nationals' birthday.
Are we suggesting that was the first
The catcher
sip?
is challenging the ball call.
Unclear. So Will Smith going to try and go 2 for 2 in the challenge department today. And he's right.
It is a strike. Dodgers are reigning 2 challenges.
ABS powered by T-Mobile shows strike 2 on Curtis Mead.
He's now 8 for 10. Wow. 2 Ks added. One being now to James Wood. Right, because that's going to be a lot of it. How many walks can you take away to get the gain of the strikeout, or the strikeout just gained in general? He's got 2.
Mead lays off the slider, works the count even.
Saturdays, Chris Jimenez and I do. He does broadcast for the Guardians. We do a show on SiriusXM. We were talking about Tyler Glasnow today versus James Wood, and how Glasnow is going to probably be one of the most challenged guys
because of his curveball?
Well, because of everything, because of the extension that he gets, the look that he gets, the curveball drop that it has is so drastic. His ability to go up, top rail as much as he can, but also at the knees. It's such a wide variety, and I feel like we're seeing it play out right now.
Got 2 strikeouts so far, both on the curve. Goes fastball there in a 2-strike count, and Meade ready for it. Fouled it off. Another.
One of the assistant head coaches for the Dodgers, and Robert Von Scoyoc, looks at this and Curtis Meade, and he was the one that helped out with Justin Turner. And Justin Turner's evolution of his swing and getting it to where it is right now, or where it was.
And Meade down on strikes. Fastball from Glasnow for his 3rd K.
I mean, it is top rail, bottom rail the whole time. Not pitching to corners, pitching right there. This is going to be a great vantage point of understanding how hard it is to see. It just disappears. Got to get him early.
Yeah, as if his stuff is not gross enough. Got the shadows to contend with now. So 2 straight strikeouts for the big righty to start the 2nd. Now, Jorbit Bibas. Bibas 1 for 3 with a walk yesterday. Stays back on the curveball and rolls over right side. Glasnow over to cover, and the Nats go in order in the 2nd.
Don't miss a moment this season with Nationals TV. Stream the entire season for just $99.99 or $19.99 a month. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected all year long. Visit nationals.tv for details.
Subscribe and get the drone. What do you think top speed is on this bad boy?
Ooh.
I say we find out.
We should have a race between Wirecam and the drone.
That's a good idea. Top 3 we go. All Dodgers so far. 5 runs on 6 hits. Jake Irvin spins in a curveball to even the count to Max Muncy. 46 pitches, 31 strikes for Irvin through his first 2 frames. Granny, it kind of feels like he hasn't really had a chance to settle into this game from the windup. Dodgers from the second batter of the game had a guy on. They got their leadoff man on in the second, and Jake's had to work around traffic pretty much the whole way.
I think the 2-word line that you had earlier was red line. I mean, there's a lot of red line pitches from the beginning. But that's, I mean, the great veteran teams, and you saw this here for years, right? Like you're covering it.
Out to center for Jacob Young.
All those veteran-laden teams worked paths, they worked counts, times to be aggressive, but they knew against teams like this, you gotta jump. Right? I feel like that's a big part of it.
With more on this relentless Dodgers lineup, let's go down to Alexa Dat.
Dan, Blake Butera in his press conference this morning echoing exactly what you guys were saying. He was like, the length of the lineup really stood out to me yesterday. You have Ohtani leading off, and then Tucker, Betts, Freeman. He said you finally at 7, 8, 9, but then, and this was yesterday, Teoscar's hitting 7th. You're like, cool. You know, he said you don't get a break. You can't take a breath. You have to navigate 7, 8, 9 just like you would the middle of any other order for any other team. It's unique. And he was mentioning that for his younger players, he's just making sure that they stick to their game plan, preaching that as a way to navigate through this lineup.
100%.
Teoscar Hernandez was hitting 7th yesterday, Alexa. He had 217 career
Well, he's
homers.
making 23 mil.
Yes. Today, they have Andy Pages in the 7th spot, who had 27 home runs last season after a really tough start to the year through the first few weeks. His first 20 games last year, he hit 159, had a 544 OPS. As that one goes off Irvin's glove, and that'll be maybe an E1, maybe an infield hit. We'll see how they score it, but regardless, Pages aboard with one down. It's just the talent that they have. I don't want to belabor the point, but they are loaded.
Well, one that we've seen Jake get plenty of, and they scored that one a single. Bet you he would tell you he'd have that all day long. But a great call by the official scorer. Love it.
Fouled off left side, off the bat of Alex Freeland. So Pages picks up the Dodgers' 7th hit of the ball game. Freeland yesterday 0 for 3. Did draw 2 walks to go along with a pair of strikeouts. I love that look as well from down the line.
Like getting the drone has been awesome. Getting all these other shots, awesome. If it was dreary, right? Like, you know, just an early April day, that would suck. This
Mother
is
Nature's
awesome.
showing up for us.
This is,
Look
hey
at
guys. Look at the back. Gosh.
Yeah. Dana Castria in the background. Pulled foul wide of first, and 1 and 2 to Freeland.
It just makes you, like, I think about 2014 and where Navy Yard was at that time. It wasn't this. And to see if we had, you know, there was the ability to have drone shots. You go back in time and just the growth of it.
Yeah. Curveball misses, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I think, you know, the idea of a stadium allowing an entire area to build up in terms of apartments and commercial real estate, it might be a bit of a myth, but here in Navy Yard, it has not been.
Nope.
Nationals Park came here in 2008. Everything else has followed. And Irvin, a backdoor cutter to get strike 3.
That right there, Alex Freeland, he's like, I'm way too young to be calling this one. But it's got corner written all over it. Backdoor, stuck nicely. Dug in, he's got that one right. Do you think Doug was like, challenge me, challenge me, challenge me. You stand there, challenge me. Being around Doug, I think he would do it. Like the people that he knows.
Turning the tables on the trash talk.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
More personality needs it, and it needs to happen.
2 down for Alex Call. And taking off and moving up 90 feet with ease is Andy Pages. Dodgers only had 2 stolen bases on the season coming into today. And they give Pages his first of the year.
Just rolled right into it. Jake kind of got accustomed to what they were doing. Maybe a little bit you get so dialed into what is at the plate, and it's constant that you kind of forget about it. You're not trying. It's not a lapse. That's a part of the long, lengthy lineups.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. Pages a good secondary lead as Call fouls it off. 2-2.
See a little head turn as he did. Talking to Dave Roberts before the game, and just the evolution of Andy Pages and what he's done. And he goes, maybe we were wrong at the beginning and gave him way too much information. We pulled back, challenged him a little bit. He's answered.
Call takes strike 3, and he's going to challenge.
The batter's challenging the strike ball.
I think Jake and Drew know. Jake didn't leave the mound. Jake knew. Right? Yeah.
It is a ball. Dodgers still have 2 challenges.
So the Dodgers are now 3 for 3 today. Will Smith has gotten 2 correct behind the dish. And Alex Call extends his at-bat and the 3rd inning. Pages a leadoff second as Irvin comes home with a 3-2 to Call. Alex pops it up. That'll reach the seats behind home plate.
I think those are the ones that are going to be looked at a lot, is how you can flip a count where it goes from a strikeout to an extra pitch. Like, those are the ones, that's why they're tracking the minus Ks, plus walks, or whatever it might be on the flip side.
Call out to shallow left. Dalen Lyle coming in. He won't get there, and that'll plate another Dodgers run. Alex Call wins a challenge to keep the 3rd inning alive, and then he makes it 6-0. His first RBI of the season. So they can go big fly, and they can manufacture as well.
No, and look, just a spinny slider right there off the end, 66, just in a great spot. But there's that additional pitch. 2 pitches in this case.
Shohei Ohtani batting for the 3rd time here in the 3rd inning.
It's never a good sign.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball gets it past Ohtani. The Dodgers keep adding on. They lead by 6.
Maximize your ballpark experience this season. Nats Plus members receive access to year-round savings, preferred seating, and guaranteed spots for your choice of games. Head to nationals.com/2026 and become a member today.
Dodgers up 6-0 here today. They are up on everybody in the payroll department as well. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. $397 million they are spending this year on their roster. Tops in Major League Baseball by a wide margin. And Franny, there's different ways to look at this, obviously, as Drew Millis leads off bottom three. I think the way that you and I view it is that there's an organization that has accomplished so much in the last few years, that is continuously investing and trying to play to a high level every single year. They're not resting on their laurels. They're not happy with their back-to-back titles. They want to keep going.
They've done so much in a very little time, I feel like, with the Guggenheim Group as the ownership group. That they use this as like, hey, we're investing in our team like we do in investments. We try to grow, trying to build the value of the franchise, and guess what? We're not going to stop. No one's going to feel sorry for us if we ever lose. So that's why we're going to continue to grow and develop, spend. Stars help pay.
Drew Millis thought he fouled it off his foot, but he's going to run it out, and Glasnow will throw him out for the first out in the third. Brenny, they drew north of 4 million fans last year, and you know, a rising tide lifts all ships.
Does it?
That's the saying.
Okay.
And the Dodgers on the road last year were constantly playing in front of large crowds. We see so many Dodgers fans here at Nationals Park, you know, yesterday and today, and that's good for business. It's good to have a villain. It's good to have a team that people are spending money on.
I'll say this though, for all those that, you know, want the salary cap and everything that goes on, sorry, it was the Blue Jays were an inch away from winning.
Right,
and taking down this. It's just not easy what they're doing.
Rojas going to try and throw out Jacob Young. Didn't have much of a chance. Good effort there by the veteran infielder. But JY beats out an infield single. And he's now got 2 hits to go along with a walk in this series.
Oh, Seager in on the hands. You get the barrel enough to it. And a great play by Miguel Rojas. But the speed of JY causes it a little bit. I'm running down the line. He sets and throws.
Man on for James Wood here as the Nationals try and inch a little closer.
Oof.
Nasty curveball for strike one.
But they're an attraction, man. Like, Edwin Diaz left the Mets to go there. Why? Because he wanted to get better. He wanted to win. Get away from the mess.
There have been some organizations across the major sports here in the U.S. that throw money at players. I'm thinking about the formerly called the Redskins. You know, they signed so many veteran players.
Come on, Dan, let the fandom come out. Let's go.
The end of their careers that were big names that they thought might have been a big draw, or maybe, you know, Dan Snyder thought that player X or player Y would make his team better. The Dodgers are investing not just on big names, but guys that they feel they can get to another level once they get to their organization.
Yep. They pay their coaches. They pay their minor league coaches. They have a lot of minor league coaches and guys that are willing to, you know, a lot of this. I love the blueprint that they have because, again, Paul Taboni, what his entire crew is doing, comes to the Red Sox and another big market team, and understanding that development is the key to all this. It's not just about, like, you can spend money, but if you don't develop to subsidize the whole thing, and seeing what the minor league system is already doing. They're winning ball games, getting better already.
Wood looks at the fastball up, fills the count 3-2. Last now through 2 innings, 23 pitches, 20 strikes. Lengthy at bat here to Wood, ends in a strikeout. The 4th K for Glasnow in his first 10 batters faced.
craziness is it doesn't pop, right? This curveball just straight down. No humping it. It was like a 15-mile-an-hour difference between his fastball and that, and it's just, can you pick up height?
Luis Garcia Jr. with 2 down and a man on. Garcia hacks one down the line, fair and into the corner. Louis going to have his second extra base hit of the game, and the Nationals are going to get on the scoreboard. First to home goes Young. Into third, standing up is Luis Garcia Jr. An RBI triple from Louis makes it 6-1.
But we talk about chase pitches and knowing where to chase. For Luis Garcia Jr., it's up. I mean, that pitch is at his chest. How do you keep that fair, kid? 11 career triples now for Luis Garcia Jr. Great swing. My goodness.
Still a long way to go. Louis may be on cycle watch. Has the double and has the triple. Now Brady House with 2 down. Another 2-out RBI knock for the Nationals. House looks at the fastball for strike 1. Well, in his career, Tyler Glasnow, first time through a batting order, has a 125 batting average against. The second time through, an even 300 batting average against. Now it's higher.
Now it's higher.
Can the Nationals make him work? See some pitches, put some guys on the bases out there and chip away at this lead.
Some of it is, Tyler Glasnow making more mistakes than the second time through, but I think a lot of it is calibration, right? Like you start to get a little bit more calibrated to what he is and his extension, because it's real. The nice thing is they have tools now that they can help out with. The Traject machine downstairs.
Yep.
Still, you get in this game action, you don't have to deal with shadows.
The 2-2. In there. Brady House couldn't pull the trigger. And that's score 1. They strand 1 at third. 6-1 LA.
New season, new swag. Join us Tuesday, April 7th to get a Nats batting practice pullover as the Cardinals come to the district. Get your tickets today at nationals.com/promos.
Here's the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. Boy, do we love this city. It's so great coming back.
Crazy.
After a road trip, the bus is taking us at night through all the monuments. Great to get the aerial views from our drone the last couple days. That's a live shot, folks. That is not a stock camera shot.
That's from my iPhone.
I bet it could be, given the technology these days. It's crazy. So 6-1 Dodgers as we go to the fourth. 2-3-4 for LA. Tucker, Rojas, and Freeman.
I still think the drone, like what it did to the Olympics this year, was one of the most amazing things.
Yeah.
Didn't crash during the luge.
That's a good thing. James Wood a few feet to his right. And he makes the catch for out number 1 in the fourth. At some point, Franny, and we're still easing into the season here, the Nationals are going to need some length from their starting rotation. This is now game number 8 for this Nats team. And unless Jake Irvin is able to become pretty efficient here over the next couple frames, they're only going to have one starting pitcher see the 6th inning in these 8 games. Cade Cavalli went 6 full innings, but other than that, 5 or fewer from every National starter to this point. Takes a toll on your bullpen.
English major?
Fewer, yes.
Love it.
My dad made sure I was locked in on the less versus fewer.
If our MLB teammate Bud Grant was listening to you right now, he'd be so proud of you right now for using that.
It's nice.
Instead of saying less. Runner at third, fewer than 2.
Yeah. 1 and 2 on Rojas.
Yeah, I mean, look. The way I look at it, though, is the teams that you're going up against, it is you have to hat tip it because it is a part of it. You can't ignore the fact that you're facing 3 teams that grind away pitchers.
Yep. 3
teams with walk rates, non-chase rates, 3 playoff teams from last season to start out. That look, it's going to be tough to get deeper. But when you get into the midst of the season, you're looking at this. You got to find your way. You got to find your way.
Rojas hits one hard over to second. Jorge Bibas played third yesterday, out there at second today, and he retires Rojas for the second out. Take a look at our United Airlines destination board. Okay, so this tough early season schedule starts to ease maybe a tad. One more against the Dodgers tomorrow, then the Cardinals come into town, and a road trip that'll take the Nationals from Milwaukee to Pittsburgh before they return home to face the Giants. So still not going to get a ton easier. Pittsburgh can battle you more than they have in past seasons.
Did you see the kid yesterday?
Yes, Connor Griffin. Heck of a debut.
That's a 19-year-old body there, Dan.
Yeah, I was not built exactly that same way as a 19-year-old. Pretty close, but
I always say the second day you see the fan base from Pittsburgh, see if they show up.
Freddie Freeman has showed up today. A pair of 2 RBI doubles, giving him now 9 runs driven in on the season. And almost carbon copies out to that right center field gap off the scoreboard. This one goes left side out of play. 2-2.
Well, they didn't try to fool him with 3 straight first pitches that were cutters. That's good. Got to make the adjustment.
Got in on his hands. Fights that one off as well.
If he had the confidence to do it, it'd be the perfect time to go there again. But when the guy is driven 2 of your cutters out, because you go 4-seamer in, you can go at the hands. Just go up, but you have to miss in.
Freeman flips one left field side now. Lyle towards the line, and he makes the play. He will lead off after Jake Irvin retired the Dodgers in order in the top of the 4th. stunning.
Is that what it is? Breathtaking?
Takes my breath away. Bottom of the fourth. It's the Nationals put up a 0 top 4. Keep the Dodgers right where they are. Now Dalen Lyle will lead off. C.J. Abrams and Curtis Mead behind him. Dalen checks his swing on the curveball. 1-1.
My Dalen got to see Dalen today.
Your son?
Every time. Yep. 2 Dalens, 1 spot.
Wild to the opposite fields. Hangs up for Alex Cole.
Well, sometimes in the clubhouse, you will roll this all day. If you maybe have a homer or two. April 15th of 2024. Boys went down on Jackie Robinson Day at Dodger Stadium, Fezrain. CJ and Louis. Louis continue his ways. If you add that, he has a cycle for sure. That was still one of the cooler things, being there, celebrating Jackie Robinson on Jackie Robinson Day.
Yeah, in LA.
In LA. Pretty awesome.
CJ's been pretty awesome of late. Started the season 1 for 7. Just 2 games for those numbers. Since then, 6 for 20. And he came into today second in Major League Baseball in the RBI category behind just Liam Hicks. 10 driven in for CJ. Looks at the curveball to even the count.
Doing a really good job for the most part of controlling the zone. You say most part because you just never know how it's going to change. But he's so calm. If you talk about with him, slow feet all the time. Like the takes for me are just really solid right now. Whether it's a take for a strike, he's on time.
Borderline went CJ's way, and it fills the count. And he takes ball 4. Right on cue, Franny. More of what we've seen lately from the National shortstop.
Well, how about the 2 3-run homers back-to-back at bats? 2 separate days. And the part that it is, one was down and away on a backdoor slider, one was up and away. Yesterday's. Happy 21st. Yep, they're celebrating. That's not the drone, right?
No.
All right, just making sure.
That's Daryl.
I know, but you never know.
It's the largest turnout at a birthday party I've ever seen. So CJ on with 1 out for Curtis Mead. Did he check?
Oh, he did not. Willie. Okay, I forgot. Great call, Willie. Yeah, he did. From up here, it didn't look like it. Bird's eye view.
Showing you the open right side of the infield for Mead, who tried to check again, this time more successfully.
Good job, Willie.
Yep. Mead in his 3rd game as a National. Was DFA'd by the White Sox handful of days ago. Nationals acquiring him for Sean-Paul Lignan. Sean-Paul. Abrams goes as Mead takes ball 2, and CJ slides into second base safely. So down by 5, the Nationals trying to move up any 90 feet that they can. CJ advances into scoring position.
Well, the high leg kick for Tyler Glasnow. Huge jump for CJ. 11 for 11 against Tyler Glasnow in the last 2 years. 113 for 138 in his career.
Wow. That is a high rate of success.
I mean, it's 6'8". He has a high leg kick. I mean, it's How about stolen bases per like base runner he's had in his career?
Yeah.
It's not a lot of. I mean, Tyler Glasnow for his career has a 1.15 WHIP. It's not a lot of base runners.
It's a guy that, as you said, his career high in terms of starts in a season is 22. So much talent in this tall right-hander. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy consistently. Mead pulls one down the line fair. Curtis Mead's first hit as a National is going to have an RBI attached to it. He and Abrams will trade places, and the Nationals keep chipping away on Glasnow and the Dodgers. It's 6-2.
Hey, and you think about how it kind of started with that check swing, and you're thinking about it a little bit. He checked off a couple others, fouled a couple others off, and then gets out in front just enough. And Curtis Mead with the Nationals batting average. Right through the wickets. Gabe Morales. And hey, look, CJ right there, you see him dip his shoulder. The effort, even on those, that he's just taking he's cut the corner. Something they've been working on so much.
Dipping the shoulder there allows you to take that tighter turn to keep your balance a little better as you cut that corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, Dan. I'm not that fast, so didn't know how to slow down that way. Just a natural turn for me.
Right. 1-1 on Jorbit Vivas.
But for Nats fans out there, I mean, that's the difference between 5-10 plays at the plate a year, tighter turns around the bases. That one wasn't needed, but again, you love the fact that he's still going through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
How many times we saw where the AARP logo is at third base? That's where guys would be cutting around. Like, that is so wide. If you could get like a foot or two outside that cut, way inside, you're good.
Vivas IDs the curveball, takes it for ball 2. See Rojas trying to keep Mead close at second. Vivas on the 2-2, fouls it off. Jake Irvin has gotten through 4 innings. Brad Lord now loosening in the Nationals' pen. Curveball gets him. Vivas chased the breaker off the plate, and Glasnow has the second out here in the 4th.
There's that high fastball that he fouls off to get to the curveball, like perfect position. You see where Will Smith started that target? That wasn't to, fool anybody. That was just, hey, right here, started here, let's go down off of that.
The inning falls to Drew Millis. So much break on that curveball, but he can still manage to land it for a strike early in the count.
It's wild. It's wild.
Right back to it. 0-2.
I mean, he'll probably throw a third one, but this is where they elevate. Easy, go with the hands. You get that breakdown of the back leg.
But if you can land it for a strike, you can bury it like he did the second one. Then you can clip the top of the zone with it.
Then you just...
Good luck.
Yep.
3 straight. And Glasnow gets out of the 4th. The Nationals get 1. It's 6-2.
There is no family trip better than a trip to the ballpark. Kids opening day is Sunday, April 19th, and kids 12 and under will receive a free sleeveless hoodie. Grab your seats today at nationals.com/promos.
Got the happy birthday lids on. Brad Lord will get the top of the 5th. So Jake Irvin done after 4 innings. Allowed 6 runs on 8 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. And it'll be Smith, Muncy, and Pajes for the Dodgers here, top 5.
Yeah, and just traffic all day long. Low arm release right here for Brad Lord, 19 on the degree angle there. Loves the sinker. Got a 4-seamer, slider, changeup, little sweeper. Four-seamer, changeup, slider to lefties. Righties get a lot of sinkers in on the hands. Kind of think east-west. Sinker, slider, four-seamer. If he wants to get a little bit more, he throws a sweeper. A little bit off the plate, try to get chase.
There's the sweeper. Taken for ball 2.
Like, how drastically different is that? Well, last year, Brad Lord was 48% four-seam fastball. 20% slider, 18% on the sinker. And just to see that fastball just cut dramatically, the slider used a lot more.
Goes to the 2-seamer, and Will Smith strong enough to muscle it out to center. Leadoff single for the Dodgers catcher here in the 5th.
And he's such a good hitter, and this is a great pitch. I didn't check out where Drew was from up here, but for me, watching a guy, his hands are out over the plate. You see 19 starts last year for Brad Lord. He sucks his hands in and keeps them inside, fights to stay inside the baseball at all times for Will Smith.
Elevated fastball misses for ball 1 to Max Muncy. Muncy 0 for 2. Line through the right side, into the right center field gap, and Smith thought about going first to third. He'll stop at second to give the Dodgers 2 on with nobody out.
Sinker down and away. We talked about earlier on the strikeout that they had a Max Muncy up and away. That bat path, that goes right there.
Well, after trailing 6-0, the Nationals have chipped away with single runs in the 3rd and 4th. Making Glass now work. Getting a little closer here. Brad Lord needs to put up a 0, try and let the boys keep eating away at this deficit. Andy Pajes with 2 on. Brad Lord made his first major league start against this Dodgers team last April 8th. Struck out 4 in 3 scoreless innings. Included 2 strikeouts of Shohei Ohtani.
That's cool baseball to have. First big league punch.
Yep. Crushed to deep left. Dale and Lyle will drift back towards the wall. But Andy Pajes has done it again. This guy is on a tear to begin the season. And his 3-run homer has given the Dodgers a 7-run lead, 9-2.
I mean, just an elevated four-seamer out of the zone up, and he's able to get on playing with this. Drive it out. Cold day? Maybe not, but I mean, look at this barrel getting on plane. What a catch. Wow. 6
home runs for the Dodgers in this series. And Now 21 runs overall in 14 plus innings.
We always talk about the solo shots, how they don't kill you. The 3-run homers do. And the multiple that they've hit.
Right as the Nationals might have felt like they were gaining a little momentum. It's now a 7-run deficit. Alex Freeland awaits a 1-2 from Lord. Rounds it right side. Mead will take it himself for the first out. Beautiful weekend weather-wise. Some great visuals of this yard. Just not a lot of chances for the home crowd to erupt through these firsts.
All I know is that first inning yesterday, the 3-run bomb and place going nuts. That was awesome. We need more of that.
Alex Scall looks at strike one. Brady House to the backhand. Long throw on a hop. Picked by Mead. Well done at both ends there.
Oh, great job by Brady House. The low skidders on the backhand side. Plays through it nicely. Set your feet. Miss down. Right? We talk about that often. If you're going to miss down. And he, look at his shoulders pointing right at first base. And down, creating that angle. If you mess up, you make the guy jump.
No chance.
No chance. Good reaction. Plant the foot. Nice to have a dry surface. And a great job by Curtis Mead. Look at where he's at. The corner closest to him.
We were watching infield work being done a few days ago, Philly, and you were looking at somebody on the first base bag who was catching throws at like the middle to back part of the base.
From third base, yeah.
And you immediately were on that, saying that's not where a first baseman needs to be planting his foot.
Especially because, all of our first basemen have been right-handed. You got to get to that corner. Help out the long throw. Curtis Mead did just that.
1-2 now to Ohtani. Over but low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 for 3 for the Dodgers DH today. Single fly out and a strikeout. Good effort there by Bibas, but it's past him. And yet again, when Shohei Ohtani does not square up the baseball, he still finds a way to hit it hard.
Yeah, Dan. 105.
Yeah.
But you think about the first hit was to the left of Jorby. So you kind of cheat over maybe one step, and there's the difference here. He's on time, he's ready to go, and just out of the reach. It's the guy's ability to put the bat on the ball, hit good pitches, hit them where they ain't.
A 105 exit velo with that swing.
He's the unicorn.
First pitch slider to Kyle Tucker for strike one. Since Shohei Ohtani joined the Dodgers, his batting average against the Nationals over 380. OPS over 1100. Now his 14th game against the Nats as a Dodger. Tucker takes the fastball up and away, 2-1.
How many teams does he have 1,100 plus against?
Probably a few.
That was like the Trout one we talked about.
Yeah.
The only ones were Philly and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh owns them.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
But you have multiple guys on the team that's what they do, right? Like they're Hall of Famers for a reason. Doesn't matter what team, how good the pitching is or not, they bring that same level of execution.
Slider down and in.
Good job by Drew.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a little short slider, right? It's not a big break that you're getting from Brad Lord on that. You kind of know, have an idea you can paddle through it as much, or in that case, just rake through it.
Good look at Ohtani taking a lead off of first on a 3-2, which is fouled off.
Kyle Tucker has a swing too that you see that just hitches back a little bit, and it's what you wouldn't teach a kid, but because that's certain guys are just special, right? And you see the length in the zone, but it is so fast in the zone, right? He drops the hands in the slot, he just gets going. That's his 2-strike hack.
Another payoff pitch taken away. 3rd time on base today for Kyle Tucker, and it puts 2 on with 2 out. Simon Matthews out to give Brad Lord a breather. 29 pitches already, and because Jake Irvin goes just 4, you were hoping for at least 2 innings from Lord, but that pitch count now becomes a little bit of an issue.
Well, it's nice you have a couple guys that are what you would deem long guys. Brad would be the one that would try to get you a little bit more length than anybody else. Just Farland being that type as well. Pitch efficiency. Hard to do against them.
Two on, 2 out for Miguel Rojas. In case you're just joining us, Mookie Betts started this game in the number 3 spot in the order, and he's shortstop position for LA. Got 1 at bat, scored 1 run, and then he was out of the game. Miguel Rojas took over for him at short. Betts exiting with a back issue. 0-2 on Rojas.
It's unfortunate for the fan. Just in general. See Mookie Betts come out, do his work every single day early, hit BP on the field.
Rojas takes ball 1. Rojas, 37 years of age, out of Venezuela. Now in his 13th major league season. In on his hands. Gets it back to Lord, who will flip underhands to Meade. But the Dodgers get 3 more. They've scored in every inning so far but the 4th. They're grilling up something tasty. Dodgers are grilling up a 9-2 lead. Nationals baseball coverage, powered by Major League Baseball. From the Anacostia, view from Salt Line to Nationals Park, where we play on bottom 5. 9-2 Dodgers now as they add on 3 runs in the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 due up for the Nats here. Young to be followed by Wood and Garcia.
Well, with nobody out, started off again this time. Last time 1 out, infield knock, scored. They're going to tap on that, yeah.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
The angle that was created by Tyler Glasnow took that glove of Will Smith down. What do you think?
I mean, Will Smith's been good so far, but
The pitch is a ball. LA Dodgers have 1 challenge left.
shows that ball correctly called by Doug Eddings. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Will Smith's getting tired back there.
Yeah. Close. Called strike 2. Might have clipped the bottom of the zone just barely.
But you see that angle. It's nuts. Angle that he creates down.
Tell me if I'm off the mark here, and I'm sure you will if I am. Or maybe even if I'm not.
No, even if you're not, yeah.
With that angle that you're talking about with Glasnow, and Jacob Young in the past having that steep swing like you were talking about yesterday, maybe even a tougher guy for JY to face, given that his angle maybe had to align just perfectly with the angle of the Glasnow pitch.
Yeah, and now he's able to get a little bit more on plane, lift the ball a little bit more. And he's actually able to get the barrel to it. He's swinging harder.
Good at-bat by Young, regardless of how it turns out. Another 3-2. Sends a ground ball out to short. Rojas will circle around it. And even with a little bit of a looping throw, the pre-throw work allowed him to throw out the speedy Young.
Like the old Omar Vizquel play. Just beat him by a step. Know exactly how it's going to be. Not rush. Play through it. Get the angle right there. 1 step. Throw. Easy. So good.
You don't
For a long
stick
time.
around at 37 years of age in this league unless you can do the fundamentals.
And be a great
properly.
vibes guy.
Yeah.
Great vibes guy.
That he is. Bunch of his career with Miami actually broke into the major leagues with the Dodgers in 2014. But then 8 years with the Marlins before returning to Dodger Blue. James Wood takes ball 3. Couple strikeouts for James today. The strikeout total, I mean, it is what it is. It's been high from James. Second half of last year and to start this season.
He's getting 1 pitch in a bat right now. Like, really. He's found a couple off, talking to him before the game today. And it's just like, they keep swinging it. They're going to turn. It's going to turn as far as swinging strikes.
Hit well, but foul down the left field line.
To the point, right? I mean, it's they have him circled. It doesn't matter at any point in time. That's one of the first ones he's seen down the middle in this entire series. I mean, it's what he's created, right? Is this best on best all the time. They know that he's the problem. Who's the problem in the Nats lineup? It is James Wood.
Yep. Even up by 7, Will Smith going to come out for a chat with Glasnow ahead of this 3-2 offering. Look at this. Look out. Look out in left center. Pages back towards the fence. He settles under it. And James Wood did not miss a homer by more than a handful of feet. 106
at 38. I think that's the first ball of the game that Shohei hit near out there. Closer to him. He had that one in Chicago to dead center field that we all thought that he stood up on that he had. Very similar. It's a good swing again, though. Not the result. Navigated out there. Unbelievable.
2-0 to Luis Garcia Jr. Not quite as deep, out to Alex Call. And the Nats go in order in the 5th. Louis with a big smile, but it's been the Dodgers doing most of the smiling these first 2 games. That guy undecided, apparently.
Can I be honest and say that's just not a good look?
The split jersey?
Yeah. Well, no, unless you got family members.
Then we'll allow it.
Absolutely.
Sir, show us your driver's license. What's your last name?
But that's just like, just make a choice.
I'm not in on the wear a jersey to a game where that team is not playing thing.
You should go tell that person.
Freeman out to left will back up Dale and Lyle for the first out, top 6.
Oh, I agree on that one. Is that like, hey, look at me, I'm a great fan?
I'm going to a baseball game. I'm going to wear baseball stuff. Brad Lord out for his 2nd inning of work.
Now, what about colleges? You're in on that, especially
That's
area
fine.
colleges.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
I really like the Nationals collegiate caps that they've given out on their respective college days here at the Yard over the last handful of years. So you get a Nats cap in UVA colors, JMU colors, University of Maryland colors.
I mean, JMU. Football power.
No doubts. Brady House will put that in his pocket. An infield single for Will Smith.
Base hit. Single.
Those are the worst, too. As a third baseman, you're playing so far back, you're knowing that catcher running, everything, and he can move. But the last thing you're thinking about is, guy's going to dump one right in front of me.
Yeah. Big swing for Max Muncy, first pitch. It's the 13th hit for the Dodgers through 5+ innings. Changeup, 0-2. Pajes on deck. He homered last time as Muncy takes ball 2.
See, I would love to have. He went changeup. If you would have went up and in right there, the pitch before, and then gone back to the changeup, I would like that combo.
Where do they go with the 2-2? Go in with the heater.
That's where, that's what I was thinking. After the changeup, you get him go down, stand him up again, get back to the changeup again. Now it's open if they want to. Why not? More than anything, double up in. These guys are such good hitters. They think with you.
Slider set up a bit and fouled back. Dodgers have been relentless from the outset today. Line back up the middle. C.J. Abrams is there. He's going to flip to the third baseman house. And safe is the call at first. That was bang bang with Muncy hustling down the line. That would have been a rare 6-5-3 double play.
I'll tell you what, though, this is what they practice. We get to see this all the time, and it worked perfect every single day. Not once did we ever see this worked on before. Look at Brady, former shortstop. How many times did we see CJ have to run from back there, try to double it up himself? Yeah, he's safe. Hit the front part of the base.
We talk all the time about how pretty a 4.63 can be with the shortstop coming across the bag. That would have been a beautiful double play there had it been turned.
CJ was decisive in the moment. He knew exactly. We've been doing this. I know exactly where Brady's at. This is what's going to happen. If it's hit to me, and you saw it work out to perfection. Didn't end in the right result what they wanted, but they executed perfect. Pre-pitch. A lot of that goes to, knowing your speed of runner, how hard is the ball hit, what am I going to do on this, but knowing where your off infielders are. The communication.
Andy Pajes with 2 down. And Franny, we've talked already this season so much about the early work being done, the intensity of the drills that the Nats are going through defensively. It's easy to do that when you're winning games or when you're in a one-run game. The Nationals are down by 7 here, and CJ and Brady were locked in on that. Millis slides to his right to pick off the sweeper in the dirt. 2-2.
6'5", just a weird. 6'5", going to third base, totally get it. We've seen that play many times.
Yep.
Like Pitera. Isn't it fun to talk to?
Another hard hit ground ball. This skips off the mound to Bibas. Brady House nearly turned an impressive double play there. He'll lead off for the Nationals as we go bottom 6. Time now for our DirecTV New Era Profile. Brady House. This was coming into today. As discussed, 30 plate appearances. That walk rate way up to start this season from where it was last year. Chase rate working its way down.
Oh, chase rates is a great spot, just based on the fact of if you took it even after a great series in Chicago, it was over 40%. You're at 29%. Less swing, right? Not everything's a swing. Got to be on it. He's putting himself into great positions.
Waits the 0-2 from Glass now. Takes it away. Alexa, you have more on Brady House.
Yeah, Dan, you mentioned the 8 walks in 73 games last year and that he already has 4 of them this season. I asked what changed, and he said, my patience has really grown. I've been practicing it by slowing everything down, remembering I have 3 strikes. I don't have to swing at the first one. Plus, if I work deeper in counts, I go up the next at-bat having seen so many more pitches, and that really helps. We broke down that 2-out walk yesterday, and, you know, he added he wants to swing at the ball he's looking for and trying not to expand the zone so much, but he goes, there was a runner on third and an open bag, so being patient was the move.
That's feel for the game right there from the still young third baseman.
And that was an out last year, honestly.
You have a challenge if you want to challenge yourself. Start in.
You like that?
A little chirping towards the Dodger dugout.
No,
there.
Doug Eddings telling it to Tyler.
Really?
Hey, you got to challenge me then. Let's go.
I like it.
Remember we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you have that? I don't know. Challenge me, sir.
Brady House swings through the curveball for strike 3. Glass now a competitor. He comes from an athletic family. You can tell based on his build. 6'8". His dad, Greg, swam and played water polo. His mother, Donna, was a gymnast. She went on to coach gymnastics for Cal State Northridge. His older brother, Ted, a decathlete for Notre Dame.
Tyler's one of the strongest individuals, too. Backflips, walk on his hands, handstands all day.
Dalen Lyle out to left. Alex Call will squeeze it, and there's 2 down.
To go back a little bit on Brady, just one thing I wanted to finish up with is that right now he's cut his, I mean, even if today, I would say he's cut it even down more. But he was at 55% swing rate last year. Like, that's excessive. Not just swinging. It's down in the low 40s. The no panic, right? I mean, look, strikeouts are going to happen, but you see 5, 6, 7 pitches in that at bat and you strike out. All right. You've done a job, right? I mean, you're giving yourself a chance every single time.
Now 2-0 to C.J. Abrams. C.J. walked and scored a run in the 4th. Homers in 2 straight games, as we discussed, has never homered in 3 straight games in his career.
I mean, the takes that he's had, he shut that one down right away, right out of hand, ball in hand. Ball out of hand. Slow. Perfect.
The 3-1. Taken for ball 4. So Brady House showing new patience this year. C.J. Abrams the same. 2 walks for the national shortstop today.
Another great job by C.J.
Career walk rate for C.J. of 5%.
Yep.
Glass now maybe starting to tire here as his pitch counts at 96. So Tanner Scott getting loose with 2 outs in the 6th.
Hey.
That's good stuff.
Windy up there. Guys airing out. Turn around. Come on, turn around.
No seed a bad one in this yard.
No. You have plenty of experience, too.
I've roamed.
Yeah.
I've covered some territory here. Curtis Mead hacks at the first pitch from Glasnow, fouls it off. Mead picked up his first Nationals hit back in the fourth. RBI double down the left field line. Oh, and 2. Native of Adelaide, Australia, you do not encounter too many Aussies in the baseball world.
No.
There's a few here and there. But meeting him in Philadelphia in the Nationals clubhouse, that accent kind of sneaks up on you. Tried to check on a breaking ball in the dirt. Was able to. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wonder who does a great Aussie impersonation on the team. Anybody? We're going to find out.
We'll have to. Mead got the start in Philadelphia against the guy that he was traded for. Originally signed by the Phillies out of Australia, $200,000 bonus given to him, and then traded to the Rays in November of 2019 for Christopher Sanchez. In there for strike 3. So Tyler Glasnow finishes off 6 good innings, and the Dodgers still up by 7. Looking like it might be a salvage operation for the Nationals tomorrow in this series finale. See Hiroki Sasaki, the young right-hander for LA, against Foster Griffin, the tall lefty for the Nats.
Sneaky tall, sneaky jacked.
Indeed.
You want to go there?
No, you're not wrong.
Oh, I'm not wrong. Oh, never mind.
Gus Varland out of the Nationals bullpen after 2 frames from Brad Lord.
Third game for Gus. 2 innings, 2 strikeouts. We talked about it with him. He's got that great vert on his fastball. Stays on plane. Makes the eyes look like the ball's rising on you.
Three in a row in there. And he catches Alex Freeland looking. Ball just hovering at the bottom of the zone.
And it plays like when you think about top of the zone. This is the same thing at the bottom, right? That ball looks like it is going in the dirt. You can see Alex Freeland thinking, "Oh man," but it actually just hovers right there at the top or at the bottom of the zone. Average righty, Four-seamer, 16.3. Vert, that one right there at 20. It's above average.
So Varland starts this appearance with a K. Now Alex Call, the number 9 hitter. 0-2.
I'd have to dig deep into the nerdery, but Alex seemed like he was one of those guys that handled Vert well because he did that. But he was a guy that a lot of VR, no tech here to, you know, allow him to see pitches and do that stuff. So he was on the VR machine a lot. Guys that had, you know, right at the top of the zone, he was able to get on top of. Let's go to sliders to righties. You saw the pitch before.
Slider misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. When Varland had 5 straight pitches for strikes to start his appearance, including a strikeout of Freeland, had me thinking, wishing of an immaculate inning, which our buddy Michael Soroka delivered the other day in his first appearance with the Diamondbacks. For those unaware, an immaculate inning, 9 pitches, all strikes with 3 strikeouts. Call fouls it off right side to stay alive.
He even got the interview on the Apple TV yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah. I liked him a lot. Unfortunate when he got traded over there, got hurt, but so smart.
Call fouls off another.
That's a perfect example of that four-seamer and what Alex does. I mean, he's all over that pitch, top of the zone. He elevates his eyes, right? Like, he thinks above the ball.
And slaps one right side past Meade. James Wood towards the line. Kind of stumbles there as he tries to keep it in front of him.
Did a great job.
Alex Call, a 1-out double. Great at-bat there by the former National.
One of those that we saw a couple times. Choke and poke. 2 strikes. Knew exactly where it was. But again, the more times you see it, the better it is on your visuals. And James doing a great job. Honestly, that's not an easy play. Say what you want. Stopped it from being a triple.
Alex Call runs with his oven mitt in his back pocket. Doesn't have it brought out to him by a bat boy, given to him by a base coach. I thought he had some papers rolled up or something hanging out of that back pocket. It's the oven mitt.
Did he unroll the oven mitt?
Unraveled it. 0-2 to Ohtani. Ohtani 2 for 4, couple singles. And Garland gets him on a slider. Shoodown here in the 7th. Here's Alexa Dapp with more on Gus Varland.
Dan, Gus has a big personality, and he told me when you're too serious all the time, it puts extra pressure on yourself. But I do turn it on for the mound. It's a complete focus. He said, I've got that dog in me, so much so that he barks at the coaches when he comes off of the mound. But he described to me the growth of his confidence, and he said it's about believing in yourself. You have the choice every day. Are you going to pitch scared, or are you going to pitch confident? I quit worrying about the mechanics. I decided I'm going to be confident, and everything changed. He said the staff told me that they believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. But until you truly believe it, it's just noise. Dan, it's a big mentality for change for him, and it's worked out really well.
It's good stuff, Alexa, and I think the power of positivity, it can be such a big thing in any line of work. As Tucker lines one to right, Alex Call going to come to the plate, so will a James Wood throw. It's up the line, all scores, and for the 2nd straight day, the Dodgers are into double digits.
Well, another one of those guys, Kyle Tucker, he's got the ability to handle those type of fastballs, gets on top of it, laces it out there. Good throw, good strong throw.
So the Dodgers with at least one run in every inning but the fourth and the sixth so far. Tucker on base for the fourth time today.
Now, I'm not going to go off experience of what it's like with this coaching staff, but it doesn't seem like they let you out, hang you out to dry, right? They're talking. It's not one of those where if they're not talking, you should be worried. Right? I think the constant communication, it helps bring out that confidence in a guy, right? Power, positivity, huge, but also when you have a coaching staff that communicates with you and allows you to have that feeling, I think, is even better.
Grounded in the hole at short. Brady House will cut it off. And a strong throw to get Rojas for the final out, but the Dodgers keep on adding on. It's 10-2 as we stretch.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
There's Mary Hart. She loves the Nats.
Dan, what show?
Entertainment Tonight.
Okay. Do you know what a TV guide is, too?
I will admit that I got a little assistance there from our producer, Chip Winfield, on the claim to fame for Mary Hart. But I am familiar with her because of my favorite show ever, Seinfeld, where Kramer has a little bit of an episode as he's listening to Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, nice.
Everything comes back to Seinfeld.
I've realized that about you.
Tyler Glasnow goes 6 for the Dodgers today. Second straight start for him, going 6 innings, allowing 2 runs. And now into the Dodger bullpen here in the 7th. It's the lefty Tanner Scott.
Yeah, 5th game already on the year for the lefty. 61 last year. A little bit of a struggle. He had a 4.74 ERA in his first year as a Dodger. Still big strikeout numbers. Pretty league average when it comes to the walk. Last year, this year, no walks, but 2-pitch pitcher, fastball slider.
Jorbit Bibas awaits a 1-2. Lines it out to center. Jorbit has been productive in a Nats uni. 1 for 3 today, and he's aboard leading off the 7th.
Well, great swing right here. Because Tanner Scott comes from a little bit behind you, but watch right here on this little slider, front shoulder in. It's not leaking out. That's staying on it just long enough, and that's the way that you hit left on left. Keep that front shoulder tight. Flies open, you have no chance.
Switch hitter Millis turns around to bat right-handed against Scott. But Gus Varland's telling Alexa about how this coaching staff believes in him and how that gives him belief in himself, more confidence. I'd imagine the same goes for Jorbit Bibas, who the Yankees were ready to not put on their opening day roster. The Nationals trade for him. They tell him, you're on our 26-man squad, and we're going to give you some runway. We're going to see what you can do at the major league level. All he's done so far is play a good second, a good third, and rake.
I like what I've seen early on from him. I let it breathe with those guys, right? Like just guys that are new and just let you get acclimated and everything, but good quality at bat, fires off a swing, good swing every time.
Millis awaits a 1-2 and goes down on strikes.
That slider that we saw from Tanner Scott for a while with Miami. I never ever will say that these guys are overpaid, underpaid, whatever, but like this might be the only one that was like slightly a little higher than what everyone thought. The other guys like Edwin Diaz, like Tucker's gonna get the same money for the bets. But this guy put up some monster numbers with the Marlins, then got traded over to the Padres, continued that on. They've built a beast of a bullpen. And last year it wasn't needed in the, they weren't great in the postseason. The starters were just amazing.
Right.
The previous year, it was all about the relievers.
Young will ground one into the hole. Rojas will get the lead runner. Young too quick for them to go 6-4-3.
What do you got on that Freeland turn right there?
That was a closer play at first than I thought it would be.
Took a little bit to get to Miguel Rojas, but Alex Freeland at second base. The exchange that he has right here, in and out of his glove quickly. Fired off on the right side, easy to get off a throw, but man, his hand's so quick, and JY, so fast.
Young aboard with 2 down. And James Wood looks at ball 1. Flew out to deep left center in the 5th. Ball and a strike. Next up for the Nationals, Cole Henry out of their pen. Folks in this area familiar with Tanner Scott. Broke into the majors with the Orioles in 2017. But as Franny referenced, he really found another gear when he went to Miami. Line drive back up the middle. It literally knocks Rojas over from his backside. Freeman picks it and holds the bag. Put a couple stars on that one. That was phenomenal by Rojas and Freeman.
Well, he worked on this in the World Series. He got one of the biggest outs on one of the most awkward plays you could have, but no panic. Unbelievable. Try this at home. It won't work out for you. Promise. Move it.
Great shot there at the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge. Take it from Anacostia over into Navy Yard.
That's wild.
We go to the 8th. 10-2 Dodgers, and Cole Henry out of the Nationals bullpen to face Freddie Freeman.
Well, for Cole, his 4th game on the season. 2 1/3, 4 hits. 1 run. Came on the, it's not earned because it was the zombie runner in Philadelphia. Stash looking good. Oh, 4-seamer, a little cutter, sweeper. High spin on that fastball, the power behind it. Explodes on you late.
Good fastball. There it is. Past Freeman. Out number 1 for the Nats here, top 8.
A little bit. It almost plays like it has like a little extension on it, right? Like he's league average when it comes to that, but it's just because the pop behind it, the spin, backspin on it. Got a great carry. A good spot right there for Cole Henry.
Ball 1 to Will Smith. 3 hits in 4 at-bats for Will today. Out to center for Jacob Young.
Well, it's Jake Irvin's favorite, a baseball hockey crossover. Join us on Saturday, April 18th to watch our guys take on the Giants. Get a free City Connect hockey jersey. Visit nationals.com/promos. Dan, we have our outfit for the 18th.
That we do.
Yes, we do.
Don't need to send each other the daily text message. What are you wearing today?
It's personal, Dan. They have one, but it's not City Connect.
That is not.
Get that one at the team store. Saw that one there. It's awesome.
Muncy fouls it off 0-2.
Oh, there's another type.
No, what was really cool was the crossover hockey jersey that the Nationals and Capitals did last year. They auctioned them off for charity. Swing and a miss. 96. And playing up firmer than that from Cole Henry, who has 2 Ks in a perfect 8th.
Raise a glass. DC Beer Fest is back. Saturday, April 11th. Taste beers from over 80 regional breweries at Nationals Park. Plus live music, local food trucks, and more. Get your tickets today at nationals.com/beerfest.
They're enjoying a couple pops up there above the red seats, and they've got the opening week bunting still hanging.
We got an opening week drone.
Love it. Mother Nature complying so far through these first two games. We are hoping that stays the same tomorrow. Luis Garcia Jr. will lead off for the Nationals bottom eight. He will face the right-hander Ben Kasparius.
Third game for Ben Kasparius. Saw some action yesterday. All the way over on that first base side. Four-seamer, sweeper, curveball, cutter, changeup. Came up as a starter. Used as long relief. Basically made his Major League debut in the postseason 2 years ago. He had a couple games in hand, but he and last year Trey Savage, virtually the same type thing for the Blue Jays.
How about Luis Garcia Jr. today? Doubled in the first, tripled in the third, and now has a single here in the eighth.
But we talk about like these, where the lineup construction, right? Where you throw guys. And Louis hitting second against the guy today in Tyler Glass. Now he's had success against. But who elevates the ball? That is where Louis does such a good job. And they have a lot of guys that elevate the ball, right? They're not a lot of east-west guys. They don't have Trinan, probably going today. And you put him in an advantageous spot to get more at-bats against those type of guys. And he's proved you right.
And
again,
bat him second in the order. There's intent being done with everything now. So Louis aboard for Brady House. Swing and a miss. Brady down on 3 pitches, and there's 1 out in the eighth.
I feel like that's all angle that he creates, kind of falling off towards that side. Tough to pick up on.
Dalen Lyle with 1 away. For Dalen, this, kind of a big at-bat. He's got a hit in all 7 games so far this season. Joining these Nationals players to start a year with at least 7 games in a row notching a hit. How about Juan Yepes with 15 in a row?
Ran away with it.
Some names on this list you expect to see there. Others not so much.
I thought Dalen was going to challenge that one.
Looked up. Instead, Kasparius now ahead 0-2. Dalen lays off the curveball to make it 1-2.
Well, you've seen it. Four-seamers and curveballs, really to left-handers. He likes that four-seamer, little cut with 2 strikes. Sweeper to righties.
Dalen came into today leading the National League in hits. It's a little jarring to look up late in the game and see him 0 for 3. Just hasn't been that way dating back to the end of last season. Good take on the fastball away, 2-2. confident take. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wow, 23 years of age, and Franny just more and more seeming like he knows that he can dominate this level in the batter's box.
Yep.
Awaits a 3-2 now. Hits it out to left center. Pajes and Call, with Alex Call taking charge for out number 2.
Then you're going to have these days. They're not giveaway ABs, battles through them. They execute a little better than you today, but I mean, like, for the most part, he puts himself always in a great position to hit. Does such a good job consistently.
Thanks for your work this series, Mr. Drone.
Crazy. The way that drone worked in Chicago too, against the wind on it. I mean, the elements that were crazy that day.
Yeah, it was fighting. CJ has 2 of the 3 true outcomes covered today, a strikeout and a pair of walks. And he notched the 3rd true outcome, the homer.
And he wanted I think he wanted to. Might have been wrong on that one if he did it, but again, if you could just find a way to nick that top.
Abrams, a high fly ball to right. Going into the corner is Tucker. Looking up. It's out of here. For the first time in his career, C.J. Abrams goes yard in 3 straight games. His 3rd of the season. And it's 10-4.
Oh, it's for CJ right here. He gets a roller curveball over it, and he just hammers it. 103 off the bat at 37. Right down the line. He's just hoping he didn't hook it. But the calm takes that he has had lead to these calm swings. He's leaning with it, kid. Just 12 RBI. No big deal.
12 RBI in 7 games played. Doink. Not as impactful as the Howie Kendrick doink, but
no.
CJ will take it. 3 homers on the year, 12 driven in, and on base 3 times today. A homer and a pair of walks.
Just seems like in a really good spot. Mentally, the way he's working, the freedom at the plate right now is just, it's fun to see.
1-2 on Curtis Meade.
I dig it when they're watching it together. I do.
Meade hooks one down to 3rd. Played nicely by Muncy. Dropped to a knee. Took that one head high. C.J. Abrams, for the 3rd game in a row, goes yard.
Get the head on it. Backspin this thing. Yeah, that's right. Stay hot, kid. 10-4.
That guy's on some type of tear right now. C.J. Abrams. Third straight game with a homer.
Last year didn't get his 12th RBI until May 4th.
And today is April 4th, I do believe.
That is correct, sir.
Which one's better?
I'm going to go that one. This one. Yeah. What was the year before that? 2024? Is that how it is? 25
minus
yeah,
1.
There you go. April 20th. 420. Got his 12th RBI with 6 homers. Right, so like in the spot that he is, because he was leading off, hit the top of the order like he wasn't getting these opportunities with guys on base a whole lot.
Yeah, I was going to ask last half inning. Do you think about moving him up in the order, or do you leave him down there in the number 5-6 spot where he's been crushing? As Henry misses to Pajes.
I'm an analyst here, Dan. I'm not a manager, general manager. I like it. I think you have the conversations with CJ, right? That's one thing that Blake Butera does so well, is he's had conversations with these guys.
James Wood coming in. Will play it on a bounce, and Pajes aboard yet again.
I want to talk about a magic wand.
All this talent on the Dodgers roster, and Andy Pajes, 3-hit day today, and continues to lead the Dodgers in hits and most other offensive categories.
Just a really good player.
Fastball into Freeland.
You know, it's because the question goes, like, where do you put him in that lineup then? Do you lead him off and then have James slot down to the 3 spot, which most would think would be the spot, but you're trying to get James as many possible ABs as
Abrams goes to gather it. Nobody covering second as Bibas was shaded
way over
to the pull side. So he just goes to first. Pajes advancing to second with 1 down.
Shaded way over pull side. Alex Freeland hit a couple balls into that 4-hole. And a nice job by CJ just to use his eyes, right? Peek. He could have forced it, and then, you know, we've seen him do that in the past and not be a negative. That's the right play. But he kept his feet, strong throw.
Get it out.
And I think that's the other part, right? Where he was able to regather and make that strong throw across that really eluded him for years past. Consistently. Great play by him. Use your eyes.
Alex Call pulls it foul, and it's 1-1. Nobody warming in the Nationals bullpen. The Nats are going to ask for two innings from Cole Henry as he gets a pop-up right back to him. Meade will take charge and avoid a pitcher pop-up caught.
Just want to show you this real quick, where Bibas was. A little bit over. I mean, he's getting over, but he is so far into that 4-hole. Understandably, a little bit late, not trying to get him on the move. Trying to understand where your teammate is. We talked about it earlier with Brady House, knowing that to his right on that play. I just love that the one look that we have from over first base where we saw his eyes looking that way, right? Looking at Bibas and like judging in that spot. Can I get there? Let's not force it. Let's go to first. I love it.
Another at bat for Shohei. Looks at a fastball to make it 1-1. I was starting to say that this is the first time that Cole Henry's been asked to get 2 innings of work since last May 31st. Guy with a lengthy injury history who last year in his first major league season made 57 appearances and wasn't a starter that long ago, so he has the ability certainly to go multiple, but we'll see how he's deployed in Blake Butera's bullpen. Does he become more of a multiple type guy.
We thought initially it was going to be leverage for sure. In the first couple outings, truly, you could say the extra innings, it was kind of like late. You know, they went to the others before they got to it.
Comes home with the 2-2 to Ohtani, who grounds it right side. Bibas will take the high hopper, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. Dodgers up by 6, looking to take this series victory. We bid adieu to the drone. It's done yeoman's work over these 2 games, sending us off with another beautiful shot of our district. Into Virginia. And pan down to see the 40,000 plus who showed up here today. Many of them still sticking around here as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Bibas, Millis, and Young do up against a guy who we saw yesterday, Edgardo Enriquez.
Slight in stature.
Yeah.
Throws 100. Still hittable. Yeah, a lot of his stuff is just falling behind accounts. If he can get ahead, that's where everything plays up in this whole thing. 101 with Sink.
Well, you see what...
It's just wild to say.
Yeah.
101 with Sink, no big deal.
And he's their guy coming into a game where they lead by 6 in the ninth.
Yeah.
See what Dave Roberts is doing here, using Ben Kasparius and Enriquez back-to-back games. His frontline bullpen fresh, ready to go tomorrow, and then for the Blue Jays series.
Yeah, I mean, that's... And with all due respect to it, I mean, that's what they're looking for, right? Like, just... You know, with Edwin Diaz, Alex Vesia, then you got Jack Dreyer. We saw yesterday that he's fresh. Diaz is there. He's ready to go. All smiles.
Oh.
Fake it.
Is this going to be a pitch clock violation?
Yes.
It has to be. He didn't deliver the ball.
He did not.
So 1-2 now the count.
That counts as a pitch clock violation. The count is now 1-2.
Enriquez's last pitch was 103.2.
Yeah. And it moved. I still, like, the velocity thing always trips me out just based on the fact that, like, 103 and it still moved like 14.
Right.
14 inches, arm side run.
Casual 102, took something off. 3-2.
But you can understand the sprayer that he is right now in this moment, how he runs into problems because he gets in these 3-2 counts, doesn't want to walk guy maybe.
Corbin Bibas works.
Nope.
That's going to be a hit by pitch.
He wants to walk.
I was going to say, works another walk. Either way, Bibas aboard leading off the bottom half of the ninth.
I love it. Let's be honest here. Jorbeat's going to get on base no matter what. They wanted the walk. Don't do the forearms before the game.
It's too big, Jorbit.
I'm just saying, like, 101 squared me up, you know? No big deal. I'm still playing.
Nationals bats still working hard here.
And that's the one thing I will say. It's not trying to draw a positive. It's a fact. Their bats have been good. Last time was really, really, really good the first time through the order. He put them on their heels. You made the mention of it at what, first point in time? It was 20 of 23 pitches thrown. They were strikes. So right away, put you on your heels. And I feel like when you're defensive against a guy like Tyler Glasnow, you don't have a shot.
Right. Well, yesterday the Nationals scored 6 runs on 11 hits. Today so far 4 runs on 7 hits. I mean, I said it yesterday, you score 6 runs, you're going to feel pretty good about picking up a victory most of the time. But when you give up 13 yesterday and 10 today.
Ken, you talking about that cutter that you just threw right there?
At 96.
What was that? That's not fair. You're not supposed to do that.
Air ball. Freeman will tap the bag and retire Millis as Bibas advances to second.
Jose Tena probably getting the start tomorrow. Give him a bat right before. I love it.
You can speak to this from a bench guy's perspective, a guy that got a lot of pinch hitting appearances and maybe day game knew he was going to get a start the next day. Can that make a legitimate impact for you?
It's just nice. Honestly, it's just nice. Just getting that at bat, the feel. I actually don't know how much success came from that, but I mean, I just liked hitting.
Hitters hit.
Hitters hit. Not the. I love that logo on the helmet. Just pops.
Yeah, it's sharp.
You would never have seen mine. I would have made sure of that.
Painted over.
Wally would have tried to rub that thing off, and it would be like, nope, nope. I'm going to dirty that thing up again.
Battle there, yeah. So there are Tena's numbers this season. Hop off the bench, face 103 and a 96-mile-an-hour cutter. But he's worked the count in his favor, 2-1. I'm waiting for the Pitching Ninja Twitter account.
Yeah.
Who does the overlays.
Yeah.
Put one up on Enriquez. Tena gets to it at 101. Sends it out of play left side.
And he goes up top, right? Like he tried to go up and in. I mean, now you have plenty of things that you can go to if you're Enriquez on this. Doesn't have a great feel for that slider, right? I almost would eliminate it, but I mean, again, he probably throws there, but the cutter is what he wants to get to. Rushes you up and in.
Tena backs away from the slider, and it's 3-2.
See, he went there because I was not thinking about that. Like I was trying to eliminate. You're trying to eliminate. It's like he doesn't have a great feel. No way he's going to go there.
Tena line drive off the glove of Freeman at first. Bibas had to freeze at first, but he'll easily come in to score. This duo doing a really nice job to start the season. Tena plates Bibas, and the Nats get one more.
And you wonder if, like, the addition of Jorbeat has elevated the game of Jose Tena. Right? What a creative bat right here by Jose. Fights it. 100 in off the plate. and gets just enough on it. Good job by Jorby. Freeze on it. Don't just run blindly on it. Down 6. Get your buddy an RBI.
Saw a great shot of it there on wire cam. James Wood trying to check in, 0 for 4 so far. Pulled fastball at 99, ball on a strike. It'll be Foster Griffin for the Nationals tomorrow as they wrap up this series with LA. We'll get a look at Roki Sasaki, who a bit of a question mark for this Dodgers team. Used him out of the bullpen in the postseason last year and really struggled this spring. Had a decent first regular season outing of 2026. Wood swings through the cutter and it's 2-2. There's Roki.
Dave Roberts saying it last year when he came over. He's not a finished product. Honestly, a lot like Shohei when he came over. It just wasn't at the years of development in the Japanese MPB. Came over, took a shot. No big deal, wins the title.
The 3-2. Wood grounds it over to Freeman. He'll tap the bag, go to second, and the tag applied by Rojas. A 3-6 double play ends this one. Dodgers going to pick up a 10-5 win. They've plated 23 runs in the first 2 games of this series. And the Nationals will try and salvage the last game of this 3-game set here tomorrow.
Well, you got to do it. I mean, you got to find a way. Tomorrow, it's not going to get easy against Roki Sasaki, but the bats, stay alive. Run the bases hard. Do some good things. Get some early zeros on the board.
One last look from drone cam as the Stars and Stripes float in the air above Nationals Park. Beautiful weather this weekend. Tough start to the series, though, as the Dodgers have taken both. Alexa Dat is next with Nationals postgame coverage on Nationals TV.